Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectre deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, I last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see two pass rushes that have caused more than a few sleepless nights for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators. It's Khalil Mack and Von Miller.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. And the D looking like they may blitz. Staying on the ground with Washington. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
That's a sight the Denver fans were used to seeing. Passes falling incomplete against their defense. #1 in pass defense in 2016, but they give up less than 200 yards per game.
Yeah, 186. Only team in the league to allow less than 200 per contest.
Elite cover guys and big-time pass rushers.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you've put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Off the play fake to Charles. This is Simeon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Carr. Flush to his right. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A very solid gain of 27. On first, here's Washington. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Carr to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the toss play, this is Washington. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, Washington. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Jack Del Rio going to take a chance here. His guy's going for it on 4th. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run. It's Washington. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. On first down, it's Simeon. Green with a catch left side. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now Carr, he's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. If you're going to throw the ball downfield, probably in your best interest to avoid a defensive back as good as he is.
Yeah, anybody who was a starter in last year's Pro Bowl, you know, a guy with that type of aggressiveness, smarts, ability to play the football, yeah, I'd say it's a good idea. Avoid him.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well, but boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll try again with Washington. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Carr going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks, and then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the end zone, Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now a first down throw, Simeon. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Simeon on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Here we go now.
Throwing again is Simeon. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Simeon. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level.
And down he another sack. Justin Ellis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
He's going to air it, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Around the NFL, an update from a game. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second down following the incompletion. From the gun, here's Simeon. They'll find the rookie from La Tech. It's Carlos Henderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He keeps making plays like that when Carlos Henderson's name will be extended to Carlos Henderson, big play guy.
Well, he maybe wasn't the household name out of college, went to Louisiana Tech, but 19 touchdowns last year. That tied the number 5 overall pick, Corey Davis, for the most. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun, Simeon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, Simeon. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down, Anderson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd is Simeon. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended there. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start the drive with Washington. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Right back to Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I
remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at it. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run Anderson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Green, 39. Detroit. Over.
Simeon now to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Now McManus on to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Carr to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a
right.
defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Justin Ellis in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From his goal line here, Simeon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. The 40, 30, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Carr to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. To throw, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that will be incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter down in Arizona. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Carr now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Marshall. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.
Can check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.